Autism is a diagnosis no family plans for, one that often requires care that families are unable to provide. And that is the difficult, heartbreaking decision autism forces families to make.
Tonight, our Erin Kiernan continues her series, Understanding Autism.
12-year-old Mitchel Roberts is always on the move. Nothing holds his attention for too long. Thomas, food, the vacuum, his family.
Did you guys see things that at the time or in retrospect were signs and symptoms when he was little?
Yeah, there was a few things. I guess typical babies, if they want something, they'll look at you in your eyes and they'll kind of point at this, he would look away and kind of flop his arms and not really point, and that was the very first sign. Mm-hmm. And then he was developing early for lots of other things, kind of ahead of the game with speech, language, spelling, colors, and then he had 3 regressions, and now he's nonverbal.
Renee was kind of clued into the fact that we weren't progressing in the way that would be normal. And I was kind of clueless, and I was just happy-go-lucky to be a dad and thought everything would be all right, but I was wrong. Yeah, he had autism. Everything is all right. He's a wonderful kid, but it's a different life.
How do you even explain this existence to people who don't live it every day?
That is hard because unless you come into our home and stay with us or see, for a day, I wouldn't have known it myself until you kind of put you walk in the shoes of it. It's busy. You have to watch him at all times. We had the hotel locks on our doors and lots of safety measures that other people don't have. And his younger sister, kind of becomes the big young sister and makes sure she, tells him what to do. Don't touch that. You're going to burn yourself. You got to go put shoes on. And so it's a different family life for sure. Do more. Put it in there.
Anyone can imagine what it's like not to be able to express normally your basic needs. And so that leads to frustration, which sometimes leads to outbursts and violence. He enjoys textural things, so if you don't watch out, there'll be soap all over the house, or there'll be water all over the house. With a nonverbal child who's incontinent, we need not only awareness and acceptance, but we need treatment, We need research.
Caring for Mitchel at home started becoming too much to handle. 2 years ago, Ryan and Renee made the painful decision to move Mitchel into a youth home.
We were still on the fence because he was still so young and, he's our baby.
Can you try to describe it for people?
He can't, I'll start to cry. So.
That was a day when we had some pretty deep tears. It's an emotional roller coaster for sure. It was a wrenching emotional experience. It was traumatic, and we live with a lot of sadness. I mean, it was also a relief in a lot of ways because we had a way to cope.
Part of the relief is knowing that he's safe.
Mm-hmm. And we can spend time with Harper because she was kind of getting in the back burner a lot of the times because we had to focus on him, both hands on deck at all times. And so it was a little bit tricky at times. So knowing he is safe, but also he's learning so much there. He has 2 homes and he loves it, and he loves all of his homemates, and he likes coming here. And so it's kind of a win-win for him.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of structure there that we couldn't give him.
How long did you guys have to wait to get him into the youth home?
We were lucky, like a year, but we were prepared for a 3 to 5 year waiting list.
The change has been a major one for the entire family, including 9-year-old Harper.
I usually just get 2 of one color, then 1 of another.
She's starting a business called Autism Dreams.
My brother, he has this home, and I was gonna sell stuff and then donate a certain percentage to his home.
Bracelets and candles and other crafts, all for a good cause.
How would you describe Mitchel?
He's really different, but he's nice.
Nice job.
Good job using your spoon, Mitchell.
there's a lot of heartbreak because he won't give you a typical hug or tell you that he'll love you ever, even though you know he does. But
well, he will give you a
yeah.
hug, and it's really special when he does.
Yes, it is. It's a gift.
It's rare.
Yeah, and it's just not the typical kind that you would expect.
I have daily long-term sadness about it all the time, and if I could choose something else for Mitchell, I would do it in a heartbeat. If there was some kind of brain stimulator that could activate his neurons in a way that allowed him to function better, we'd have the surgery.
I need 2 more kisses.
What do you want people to know?
That it's real. Autism is real. And he's a great kid.
That was our Aaron Kiernan reporting. The impact of autism on families varies, like the cases themselves. Next week, Aaron will introduce us to an Ankeny family, see the challenges they face raising 2 children with autism. And in the weeks to come, Aaron will look into how difficult it is to get care. You heard a little bit about it there. The progress doctors are making right here in the Metro. Please join us next Thursday for part 3 of Understanding Autism.
So powerful and so important.
It just opens your eyes that,
Stories,
if you don't walk a mile in their shoes or spend time in their home, you have no idea. So
Yeah, you want to make sure you want to give your time and effort to help. That's for sure. Yeah.